In the Hundred Years' War, there was the Battle of Crecy. On July 12, 1346, landed an invasion force of about 14,000 men on Normandy. The English army marched north, plundering the French countryside.
King Edward has come to my kingdom. I need 12,000 men, 8,000 knights, and 4,000 crossbowmen.
When King Edward had arrived at Crecy, he stopped to prepare his army.
Stop! Prepare for French assault! Listen to the king.
Late afternoon, August 26, Philip's army attacked. The crossbowmen led the assault, but they were soon overwhelmed by Edward's 10,000 longbowmen, who can reload faster and fire much farther. As they retreated, the mounted knights attempted to attack. But charge after charge, the horses and riders were cut down in the merciless shower of arrows. Soon the French retreated and the English won.
He gets injured. Oh. Hello, my name is Dustin Estacio. The bow and arrow was first used in the Paleolithic times. They used elm and yew trees the most, and their arrowheads were flint. Flint is a gray hard rock made purely out of chert. As humans evolved, the bow followed them. Now it is made out of metal pulleys and elastic string. It was used in famous battles like the Battle of Crecy that we showed in our project. The characteristics of the bow and arrow are the flexible stick, the shaft, the arrow tip, the feathers, and the nook. The bow and arrow is a long, flexible staff with a shorter string that is tightly attached to both ends. The crossbow first came from China. The crossbow was easier to master. It only took weeks to master. The first time the crossbow came to warfare was in the Battle of Mei. China liked to use their crossbow for hunting and warfare. Bows relied on the archer's string, and crossbow shooted by a trigger. Crossbow arrow can go through an enemy's armor. The crossbow was not just in China, but in the West too. The city that used the crossbow was ancient Greeks, Romans, and Europe. A battle strategy that Zhang Ling did was use boats as a wall and put hay around it. After they stopped firing, he would collect the arrows. There's a crossbow that would take 20 men to make it shoot, and the arrow would go 125 yards. Pope Innocent banned the use of crossbows, slings, and bows in 1139. Just because Pope said the crossbow was banned, people still used them. A peasant can kill a knight with the crossbow. It only took weeks for the peasant to learn how to. Roman commander Arrian trained his cavalry to use a weapon like the crossbow on horse. England used the crossbow, but they always favored the longbow for a long time. In the 12th century, Europe started to use a crossbow more now. The army of crossbowmen in Italy, city-state Genoa, was a master at using the crossbow. Some disadvantages of the crossbow are slow to reload, and they are very bad at close combat. Some European states will put their crossbowmen with slingers, javelin, and archers. The crossbow is still used today for tribes, states, in China.